Last 4. Guard. I think that's like reasonable. I'm good. A little tight, good. A little tight. I'm moving pretty good now. Line's really good. Running like it's good. 14-3. Good guess. 14-3 clear. Control. Whoa. Yes! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, yep, yep. Away. Head back, 11-5. I'm going to give you a little extra. Lead. Curl. Lead. Curl. Curl. Right to it. Good, Claire. I really like that one. Yep, yes, 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 yes. Let's bring it around. Looks lighter. Yep, always go hard, guys. Always go hard. Hard lead. Nice. Great pair. Line looks heavy. Starting to move now. Nicole's rock on. Yep. Gotta go for line. Yep. 14-8. Yep. Hard for line. Yeah, I don't mind you going. Nicole. Up. Yep. Yep. Good, right? Yep. Yep. Hard. Yeah. Okay. Just throw forward. Really nice, guys. Probably keep it up. How you want to do this? Yes, we can. Good. Freezing this way and if we jump the yellow, it's okay. Yes! Three quarters. 2/3.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Denver Curling Center for the 2025 USCA Mixed National Championships. Sorry for the slow start this morning. My name is Sean Franey. I'll be your commentator this afternoon. On our feature sheet, we've got Alex Leiter's team out of the GNCC versus Raju's team out of Mopac. So both coasts represented here. Last few shots have been a series of hits trading back and forth, but Alex is looking to make this hit and roll and put a little bit of pressure on Raju, who has the hammer in the first end after a really good draw shot challenge. Ryan Halsey is on it early. And he makes the hit, but it does roll a little too much, so Raju will have the draw of his choice for 2 points this end. Team Raju did have second practice, and they're skipped through one of the draw of the buttons, so should have a pretty good feel at this point for what the ice is doing and what it's giving him. Sweepers have started a little early here. Need it to be full 12. Looks like that is just enough for 2. Good scrub there from David Betts and Megan Armstrong. And a great start for the team from the West Coast. While Megan is throwing her first rock, we'll take a quick spin around the rings. On sheet A, in the first end, Team Roth scored 3 on Team Topkin. That's Wisconsin over Illinois. A little bit of a personal matchup there. On sheet C, Team Sherry scored 1 against Team Falco. And on sheet D, Team Workin scored 1 against Team Kislik. Megan's first rock goes a little deep and slides right through, so Alex will take this opportunity to throw up a corner guard.
Always straight. Yep, same shot, Claire. Yep, gotta drive it. Gotta go. Gotta go for distance. Good shot, Nicole. Really tight. Stand up out here.
Nice corner from Nicole Aaron there. Raju will go top 4 again, try and put a little bit of pressure on him, it looks like, or maybe consider the tight guard.
A little bit of room. Nope, same line. Line's good. Post. Post straight. Straight, straight, straight. Straight, straight, straight. Really take it out. Go straight up. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. Throw now. Beauty. Lot of room. Hey. Wider path, it's going to be slower.
Sweepers sound pretty confident it's there. And a great center guard for Megan Armstrong. Good recovery after the first.
Just five. Ryan's off. Ryan's off. Just 5. Only Ryan. Yep, Ryan.
Sweepers are feeling pretty good about the weight as this one comes in, just trying to put it in the right spot so it's fully buried behind the guard, and they've succeeded. David Betts here, charged with doing the draw around their center guard. For some context on these teams, for those of you who may not know, Team Raju out of Mopac won the Mopac Regional Playdown over Team Barajas, who is also here this week as a second team. This is the first year that all 4 of these players have played together and are taking advantage of the fact that because there is no World Championships for mixed this year, a citizenship requirement was not necessary for this. So they've got a Canadian citizen, and Raju, who is a regular representative and skip for Team India, is able to play in this event as well.
Right to it. Yep. Hey, that's a great result, right?
I think Alex was looking for the hit and flop under from Ryan there, but good roll open, sitting 2, full spread on the house. Raju will have to chase in order to mitigate the risk of a big end. For Team Leichter, out of the East Coast, I think they're representing multiple clubs, including Broomstones, and if I'm not mistaken, I think there's some Philly representation here, but this team's played together for a few years now. They were here at this championship last year and have always had good performances together. Alex himself has been on quite a heater lately. I believe he and Ryan both, I think, won Club Nationals a couple weeks ago and have rounding in form right when you want to at the end of the season. A little wide out of hand here on the hit. It's definitely going to make contact. And will roll, but just stays biting on the outside there. Very effective shot. This hit from subs will hit and roll out. So Alex will have a choice of what to do with his next. We have seen pretty good curl across the span, but those outside kind of edge of 12 hits have been running very straight this week. Alex is looping one under the center guard here. Making it good, hopes that he'll get either a draw opportunity out of the Raju team or a chance at a run back, in which case he would love them to run back the center and open it up a little bit.
No line, never line. Looks like a tie. We're at 13-7. Now you got to just hold this on.
You heard that call from Alex, 13-7 just through. So I think we've been seeing speeds in the 14-5 to tee if it's completely untouched. Few sweepers out there, just heavy cleaning, broom down. Usually it's about 15-1 to tee is what we've been seeing so far this week. Weather's been really good so far. We'll see what happens. We're supposed to get some snow tonight and tomorrow, so that'll change things. It's been in the 70s and sunny outside up until now. So.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Subs here attempting the run back, just a little on the high side, so peels out and rolls out, but it does expose the lone shot rock at this point, so effective nonetheless. Alex is asking Laura to attempt the draw again, this time a little more pressure to keep it top house, ideally full 8, just to prevent an easy double opportunity. But see what happens. Sweepers are watching this one again, feeling it's still heavy.
As much of the one as possible. I think he's still here. If you catch the guard, it's okay.
That one slips through again as well, so Raju on his skips first will have a chance to make the hit and ideally roll towards the middle under the cover of his own guard. Objective number 1, kill that red rock. We have seen the hits straighten out a little bit as the week's gone on and some of the sharpness has come off the rocks, but these inside out hits are still typically been moving pretty well. Subs calling for Megan to curl this rock as much as she can. Great contact, just a little thin so it overrolls and exposes itself on the other side. Alex will have a chance to chase this and a decision to make. Does he roll under the guard or does he roll open? Likely leading to a blank end. The roll under gives him a chance at 2, but it also gives Raju a chance to draw down to it and force him to 1. Sounds like the call is the roll under, but he's not upset about a roll away. A little torn. Heard some back and forth sweep calls there. Looked like that one kind of jumped in the last about 10, 12 feet or so. Ended up curling just a little more than they wanted. So it does roll towards the guard, but over rolls a little bit, which means Raju will have a chance to hit and roll under as well. A little outward motion on the release there, so subs is giving Megan a chance to bring it over. And it will roll just out of the rings, so that makes Alex's decision a lot easier. Chance to throw through, blank, and carry hammer to the next end. And with that, Alex will retain hammer in the next end, down 2-0 after 2 ends to Team Raju. Does over curl on that guard a little bit just off center line, but it is very tight. Alex is looking to play to the wing. Try and set up another deuce opportunity.
If you can. Okay. Wait on me. Always Ryan. Tight.
Weight and line are looking pretty good on this one.
Perfect.
And Raju will play the draw round again. Perfect T-line weight. Fully buried behind the guard. Picking a little bit on the outside, but Alex can't really afford to just leave it exactly where it is, so he's going to go ahead and draw under the yellow guard. Force play to the middle and hopefully have a chance at moving things later. Ryan's confident this one's at least there, if not a little heavy. Raju will sweep that one to the back 12. Still in play, though. Heard Alex say, we can use it. And you have hammer, you're not upset about rocks in play, especially when they're yours. Taking a quick peek around the rings on sheet D. Derek Kislick's team out of DCC scored 2 with hammer against Workin, so they are up 2-1 against the team from North Dakota. On sheet C, Falco scored 1 with hammer, so it is a 1-1 game against Chris Sherry's team from the Pacific Northwest. And on sheet A, Topkin came back with a 2 of their own, so it is now 3-2 Roth over Tompkin. Last one there from David, just a touch heavy, so they ended up trying to take it by. It ended up just splitting a little bit, so Raju is still sitting 2, but now both rocks are at least partially exposed. With the yellow rock now behind the tee, Alex is going to have Ryan try and draw down to this. Coming out to help sweep. This one's definitely going to check up a little lighter than they wanted. Just try and get it into the house. Good enough to get it in, but Raju still sitting 1-2. Seeing a chance to put some pressure here. Raju's going to go ahead and throw the guard, make Alex hit his way out of this one.
Whoa, where is it? Whoa, over and off. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nice high center guard there from David Betts. Alex is playing the tight guard with the hit and roll. If you make this really good, you actually double the guard with the yellow that's in the back, and maybe even roll the shooter on. So, see how fancy he gets here.
Solid. Laura.
Sweepers are saying weight's a little up, but the sweep is good. Just barely misses the double, but does roll his shooter on. So, in spite of Team Raju sitting 1 and 2, there are 3 reds still in the house. Raju looking at killing one of the reds, but deciding ultimately just to throw the guard on this one. Pretty good shot from subs there. Basically puts that tight guard back, and Alex has to make the decision, playing a similar shot or playing around the middle.
Like that. Stop. And it's sort of, I think it's probably just this for now. Okay, two's good. Okay, line's good. Get ready to curl. Oh, line's good. Yep, curl and go. Curl and go. Curl and go. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. Gotta go. Yep, gotta go. Keep it moving, ladies. Keep it going, keep it going. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Go ahead. Still? It's Nicole's rock. Oh, if we're close though. You got the guard, you got this. I think you're really close. Hard. Sorry, I thought nobody ever said it was hard. You said it quietly.
Really nice shot there from Laura Hallisey with the draw around. It is shot rock. Raju's looking at the chance to put another one on top. Just took a look at the comments. I need to articulate better. It's Leichter, not lighter, so I apologize. I think Alex's mom is here in the stands. I'm surprised she didn't come and chastise me for it. She's probably too nice. Subs with the draw there. Half 8, but it's good enough for them to be sitting 2, 3, and 4. Now Alex has to have Laura throw some weight to try and open things up a little bit.
Just dead nose.
If this is made as he calls it perfectly, this could come spinning back and you could see red sitting 2 after this.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
A little wide out of hand.
Nicole. Gotta go. We don't need tons of whoa. Nicole, whoa. Nicole. Board. Hey, that's really good.
Pretty well made. Definitely opens it up much more than it was. But it hit the shot rock just a little thinner than they wanted and separated it. So it looks like yellow is now sitting shot. Red is 2 and 3 in the 4-foot. But there's still a lot of granite up front, so Raju's going to take the opportunity to throw the draw. If he's able to make one, just biting button, top 4. Alex is going to have to make 2 good shots to get out of this end with a deuce. Special shout out to all the people on the East Coast watching this game, seeing some of the comments. And yes, they did clarify Alex and Ryan, as well as it looks like Ben Clark, were on the team that won clubs a couple weeks ago, so congrats again to them. That was a tough field in Milwaukee a few weeks ago. And they also confirmed that Laura is in Philadelphia, but the other 3 are on Brimstone, so for some reason she hasn't decided to join the Cool Kids. A lot of on-off sweeping there, but a pretty good result. It is behind the tee on the draw, but it is welded frozen, and it is not going anywhere. So Alex looking to see if he can play just a little bit of weight, kind of heavy draw, loosen up the red backing, hit a little low side on the yellow, sit shot, and maybe give himself at a run in the last that could leave him sitting the second point.
This one's always staying there.
Ben's asking that I shout out Jared Whitish as the fourth member of that club's team. Tim Hodek has also entered the chat, likely to start a rumble. Waits there for the heavy draw, but it's a little wider. So Ryan's trying to work it over there, get nose or low. Just a hair high side. Does loosen up the backing on the yellow, but still leaves yellow sitting 2. Raju will basically have the opportunity to either make the same draw to sit 3, or he's looking at a little in-off hit that would leave him sitting 3 and minimize Alex's chances of scoring. I like this conversation. Raju's saying, you know, if I make the draw straight up, it's great. If I'm a touch heavy, it'll hang onto that red, catch a little piece of it, push the red back, and roll in. So playing the same shot, draw weight, the miss being a little heavy here. Either way, he's going to be in a really good position to steal here. Sub saying this one is a little wide out of hand, so Megan trying to bring it over. Okay, weight looks good, and they appear to be sitting 3 right now. It hung a little more than they wanted, but should achieve the same result. Alex has a few slash opportunities, but it's probably just for 1 at best. Looking at getting through that port, hitting basically what he can see of the red, and it should spin off the yellows in the back of the forefoot and kind of up to the pin. Needs to catch it pretty thin, though. Great shot there. They were a little nervous that he jumped it a little too soon there, trying to get through that hole and around the guard, but just enough contact to punch the red in and get 1. So good recovery there from that setup from Alex Leichter, and good end overall from Team Raju. It is now 2-1. Raju with hammer coming home in the 4th end. While we have our between end break to answer some questions, no, Tim, this will not be the Sault Ste. Marie broadcast. 1, because I'm doing it by myself, and 2, there's not enough Coors Light in Colorado to match what happened at Sault Ste. Marie. As for the black foam, yes, there are athletes in the field using black foam this week. The Balance Plus black foam is still legal and applicable for use. The Gold Line black foam has been rescinded by Gold Line themselves and is no longer available for use. personal experience, the first time I used it, it was on somebody else's broom, and I said, hey, let me try that. And I immediately handed the broom back and said, I'm pretty sure this is cheating. It is fantastic for keeping rocks straight and for going for distance. Still a little unsure about the curl effect when you're sweeping for curl, but not a bad option. I do know that at a lot of the events you've seen at least one member of the team using it at a lot of events. One of the comments we got from one of our competitors this week, Lance Wheeler, was saying it helps his shoulder a lot because it's got less compression than the previous foam. It's a lot less resistance when you're sweeping, and so makes him feel 10 years younger. So I guess, if it's Neutrogena or whatever it is, age-defying theorem will work. So Alex calls a center guard, and after looking at it with Raju, they have determined that it is indeed on the center line. So Raju will play the draw around, making sure to give Megan a wide enough berth.
Line's good. Bring it back if it's back forward. Where is it? Slowing down a little. 5, 6. 6.
The draw does poke out the other side, but since it is just barely past the tee, Alex is going to go ahead and play the draw of his own, try and weld one on top. Taking our spin around the sheets right now. Sheet A, Team Roth scored another 3 with the hammer. They are now up 6-2 over Team Topkin. Big points over there. On sheet C, Team Falco stole 2 against Team Sherry, so they are up 3-1 going into the fourth. And on sheet D, looks like Team Workin was forced to 1 with the hammer. So it is a 2-2 game, Kislik with hammer on sheet D in the fourth. Great draw there from Nicole Aaron. Hard to tell who's necessarily sitting shot, but definitely put it just in front of the yellow that was behind the tee. Raju looking to corner that same red, give himself a chance to remove it later. This one's going to over curl, peek out the other side, and come up just a couple of feet light. So Alex looking for another draw, cornering either on his own red or on the yellow that Megan Armstrong just threw. Somebody asked me if I had fun fact sheets for these teams. I apologize, I do not, which is why my facts are only partially correct. Thank you to those that are correcting me. Just making up most of this stuff on the fly. If it gets too loose, I'm sure somebody will tell me to stop.
That's pretty good, right?
Ryan Halsey with the draw there. Ends up just top 12, but kind of like Alex talked about, cornering on that yellow that they had thrown is acceptable. Does clog up the center point well. Raju's got to start thinking about opening things up here if he's going to have a chance to score his deuce. There is a chance at the double peel here, but I think you probably just want to make the single peel on the guard. If you happen to catch the red, it's probably also clipping stuff in the house, which you don't want to do. Megan Armstrong on it right out of hand, getting close to nose. And he does double out the letters, doubles out the reds, leaves his yellow guard there. which is not the greatest thing when you have hammer, but it's also not the worst miss. There is now one rock where there was two, so it is an improved situation. Alex asking Ryan for a similar draw here. Again, cornering on the red's fine. That's in the forefoot, but if he leaves it where his last one was, it's not going to be the end of the world either.
Looks like, yeah, it's not curling.
Ryan is hanging his head, which is never a good sign as a thrower.
Oh, stay close. It's turning.
Little wide, but
Whoa.
ooh.
Yeah. I don't know.
That took a nasty cut there. Alex is indicating that it picked. It was pretty sharp movement to the left all of a sudden, but basically ends up in the exact same spot that his other one was in. So Raju will ask David Betts to throw the run again. Now you can make this just a hair high or a hair low of nose either way and get a pretty good result out of it. That one over curls just a touch, ends up straight peeling it off, rolling the shooter for a corner, which, again, not a terrible result here.
Little bump on either is not bad. You want to be like frozen or a little bump.
Alex looking for something from Laura in the top house. Just freeze on one of these or tap either of them. Just maintaining good angles and an advantage for his team.
Mine's good. Gotta curl it, man. Not curl sweep yet. Whoa, I think you're there. Whoa, that's way too high. Pull. Good.
Pretty good result there on that shot. Small tap, but keeps the angles in their favor. Raju's looking at a chance to hit that last shot a little thin. Kill some of these reds, open it up a little bit, try and move some of the granite in the top house. A little tighter than subs wanted to be on that shot. I think there was some confusion on the sweep call, but it does open up the front quite a bit. Yellow is still sitting with two rocks in the house. Still not 100% sure whose shot, although the way Alex is playing this, I think it's probably red. He's got to make a decision here.
We probably have to come in here. Little bumps good. Sort of line these up.
Would love to kind of Christmas tree these rocks up on each other on the top house. Take away any chance at a triple at least.
Room still. Room, answer. Gotta be Nicole.
Nicole trying to work it over there. His last few feet.
Curl.
Great weight. Got to nose. So pretty good shot overall. There is a chance to kill a couple of these, but I think no matter what, that shot rock is going to drag back onto the yellow. So the best Raju can do is basically hit this red on the nose and try and kill a couple of the reds to open up and give himself more of a shot on his. Subs has been asked to throw peel. A little bit of a back set on the release. As expected, the red rock did drag onto the yellow and kill that, so it leaves 2 reds in the 4-foot, but it rolled the shooter over to the 12-foot on the right side. So you've got 2 yellows kind of on the wing and 2 reds in the middle, close proximity. Alex has to make a decision what to do about these. If he guards and risks kind of the in-off, does he leave a double, or does he put one more in there and try and make things really difficult on Raju to get out of this end?
But it's also like I don't mind trying if we do that.
Some more clarifications being provided by the fans. Sounds like Alex and Nicole are using the Balance Plus Black Foam, as a number of the athletes are, like I mentioned. It is not technically cheating. Just feels like it compared to the old stuff. But it's certainly making the game a little more interesting. Rocks out of his hands. Sweepers think it's good. Calling for a 4. This one's moving a little bit more. Looks like it's checking up as well. So a 2 guard, but over curled a little bit. Will leave a double for Raju. There's a couple of different ways he could make this one, actually. It's a pretty thin slash. If he makes the slash, he's certainly losing his shooter. Another option would be just hit one of these. Try and leave your shooter in a spot where Alex has to make a decision on what he needs to do. Subs out there thinking like we were thinking. If you just hit and roll in front, kind of split center line, it leaves Alex sitting shot, but you'll have 2 ways to get at it, either with the wide in-turn bumped or with the out-turn run, and he won't be able to guard both of them without trying to split his own guard, which is always a little touchy. So sounds like the call is for a 10-second control weight hit here, just a little low side roll. Again, another rock on the center line, just kind of jumping a little bit at the end. Over curls, leaves red sitting 1. And unfortunately now there's not 2 ways to get at it. So Alex has got to make a decision. Does he just kind of guard that in-turn side and let Raju draw for 1? There is an in-turn kind of tap that could work for 2, but it starts to get really, or an out-turn tap, sorry, for 2, that starts to get really cute. So Alex's other option is if you ever kind of draw down to the yellow, you could actually just get a little low side on that and make any shot from Raju very difficult to get to. Alex having Nicole finish this one late. It's a pretty good shot there. Does leave the out turn. Raju is also looking at this corner guard slash, which if made perfectly could be for 4. And that looks like what they're going to call. David's suggesting something to do with the reds over here. They're looking to see if they can run the red that Alex just threw, which would be for 1. I don't know that Raju's going to be able to see enough of that one to not just send it over the top. So looks like he's decided he's going to run the corner. Risk reward. Risk is you give up 1. Reward is as many as 4. So we'll see what happens. Subs has David on it early. And it's just a little tight, so it's just going to be low side. Not quite enough there. Be a steal of 1. And that will give us a tie game after 4. As requested, I'm going to go see if I can get Evan working a pitch and a beer to loosen up because the yelling just sounds a little too tense for some of his former teammates. All right, I'll take a few minutes while the teams are getting ready here just to run around the rings. So in the fourth end on sheet D, Kislik got another deuce with hammer and is now up 4-2 on Team Working out of North Dakota. See if the beer does wonders for the second half of Evan. On sheet C, Team Falco stole 3, so that's back-to-back steals on sheet C, and they are now up 6-1 on Team Sherry out of the Pacific Northwest. And on sheet A, I believe Team Roth stole another one on sheet A. That gives them a 7-2 lead over Team Topkin from Illinois. Topkin will retain hammer in the fifth. For those of you who aren't here in person this week, it's not a curling club if there's not small children running around. And shout out to Tate Topkin for, I believe it's his little daughter running around the club this week. Makes this place feel like home. Nicole Aaron, knowing that it's always a little faster after the break, made sure that she was not heavy on that one. Makes a nice tight guard with some good sweeping there. It's about the best team shot I've seen in a while. Raju looking for Megan to throw the come around draw. Try and put this top forefoot. Calling a little tight out of hand. Now adjusting. Ends up going just a little bit deep, sitting back 12. Another guard there from Nicole Aaron. Raju just checking to see if it's on the center line. Raju's asking Megan for the intern draw this time. That one just kind of jumped a little bit. They got subs on it, but a little too late. Rubs the center line guard just off the center line. So Alex will elect to put the guard back onto the center line and remove the yellow stone. Alex looking for the draw around now from Ryan. He's got staggered guards up front without hammer. Pretty good setup so far. Just being patient with the one in the back. Not super worried about it yet.
Looks like it's running heavy, but I think you're fine. Okay, line's good. Floor's rock. Yep. Pretty good. Put more on. Yep. Yes, one. Karen, good.
Really good weight from Ryan. Just a touch on the undercurl side, so it is exposed. Raju will ask David to chase this with board weight. Try and roll his shooter. Nice little hit and roll open there. Alex will ask Ryan to come back with a control weight hit.
Yep. How heavy? Yes. Yeah. Breeze is pretty good. Yes. I mean, because if we take it, we're just here. We have to see what. What do you like? I think it's this. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Nice double there from Team Leichter, so Raju's going to take his opportunity, try and open up the middle here. Makes the double on the red guards, does leave the yellow guard just a hair off center. But with Hammer in the fifth end in a tie game, wanting to make sure that he's either getting a deuce or blanking to take Hammer to the sixth. Alex is going to try and put up another guard. See if he can get one of these double peel attempts to stuff and give himself a chance to stay in it.
Ryan's off. Are you sure? Yeah. Right then, Ryan. Hard right. Help. I don't know, I'm just that's my job to tell you. We can hit this. So I was. Okay. Or just pretty good. Hit, draw, forward.
The guard does slip into the house, about half buried, so Raju's going to ask subs for a board weight hit and roll. Keep the deuce opportunity alive.
Yep, straight! All in, Megan! Whoa!
Some early sweeping for line, then a little bit for curl late. Big rollover, and this one is going to roll out of the house. Alex, abandoning the guards, is going to have Laura with her loss make the draw around, try and full bury at this time.
Whoa, easy line. I don't mind a 3. But it's got to be a 3 if we're waiting for it. Okay, right here.
Where are we? Don't need to curl. There, yes. Yes! Hard! It's going hard! Yes! All the way! Come on, guys, dig! Hard! What did I just throw?
Like 10-7.
That was a 9. Run through the same thing.
Head.
This can't get much better. I think we do this.
Laura wasn't fully able to bury hers once again, and so subs was trying for the bumper weight hit and roll again, but again, just a little too much roll, not quite getting enough curl out of those, so kind of a rinse and repeat there, and Alex will once again have the same draw into the corner guard.
Leaves here then. If we're just sticking out a little bit, it's good. Just a couple feet less. Okay, close is good. Okay.
Sweepers are walking this one in. It's going to carry a little deep. Full 8. It is mostly buried. With the swing we're getting on this ice, it's definitely diggable at the right weight. Just by little on-off on the sweep call, but gets almost a nose. Alex will have a piece of it. Chance to throw something in the hack to board range. Sounds like the call is easy board. This may sound a little personal, but I think there's few people that look better than Alex Leichter when he's skating backwards down the ice. Very cavalier, very casual, very smooth. Ryan on this early to try and bring it over. He's going to get a piece of it and should be enough to kill it. It does, but the shooter does roll out, leaving Raju a chance to close his eyes and throw one through for the free blank and carry hammer to the sixth end. Alex is going to hate me for that comment because the YouTubers are all over it. Very demure. Love it. Raju succeeds at the throw through and will carry hammer over to the sixth end. Taking a spin around the sheets. It looks like the beer or whatever it was is working for Evan. Team working. Got 2 with hammer in the fifth to tie it up. It is now 4-4. Kislik does have hammer coming home in 6. On sheet A, Team Topkin got their 1 to stop the bleeding, so it is now 7-3. Team Roth has hammer in the 6th. We are still waiting for the results on sheet C, but I can tell you there are a lot of rocks in play over there right now. I will say, Tim, you can't hear Evan quite as loudly as you could earlier in the game, so something's working. Nobody knows Evan like his boys. Another good center guard from Nicole Aaron. 2 guard. Makes throwing a double guard a little tough, but you're probably not going that hard for the steal this end, as much as you would like it. Raju will have Megan Armstrong throw the come around. I don't believe Nicole's guard got all the way to the center line. So there's a little less risk in this one. I think it is worth noting the officials made the decision. We have 3 pieces of string that make up the center line here at DCC, a red, a blue, and a center yellow. The official decision was that just the center yellow counts as the center line. I will say that for league purposes, we use all 3, but it does create a very thick center line, and the officials that were here decided that that was unnecessary given the level of competition. I think my only problem with it is the fact that the yellow string is the hardest to see. So it makes determining whether the rock is on the center line a little more challenging. Maybe next year we'll put the red in the middle, make it a little more obvious. I didn't realize there were regulations on it, but the officials are telling me now that it's a ½ an inch, and we are just a little too thick. Spelled with 2 C's. Another guard there from Nicole after the draw around from Megan. So Alex has decided that he is going to go reasonably hard for the steal here. Megan trying to throw the top 4 draw around again, although this one is looking a little heavier out of hand. So the sweepers are trying to work it over, but not add any weight to it. And that one just slides through. We do have our first final. The pile of rocks on sheet C resulted in red, which was Team Falco, stealing 2 more. And after 3 straight stolen ends and a 8-1 score, Team Sherry has shaken to end the game, so that one will go final.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Full shot. Looks light to me. Looks really light.
Alex doing a wonderful job judging weight, like all skips should. Does come up a little bit light, halfway in the 8-foot. Raju calling the draw here. There's 2 trains of thought. You make this draw really good. It's hard for Alex to do much with it without making some complicated double run. The other thought is start peeling now and make sure you score here, especially in a tie game. Definitely can't afford to give up a steal. The 3 red rocks all staggered on the center line. Could pose a problem for Team Raju. Sweepers, again, just kind of watching this one walk in. Just T-line weight, gives a little tap to the shot rock, but does get fully buried behind the guards, which is nice.
I think you're still like coming down to it with just like back 8, back 4. Yep. Yes. 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 Laura. Hard, Laura.
Alex asked Ryan to throw the kind of back 4 come around to jiggle the yellows in the 4-foot. Just a little tight. That one over curls, so they tried to tempt the guard instead. Now there's 4 rocks staggered up front for red and the 2 yellows in the 4-foot.
No, I like coming here. We have to stop.
Raju's going to have David Betts throw the exact same shot he just did, top 4 weight, loop 1 around those guards, and have a chance to sit 3, with the idea that if he makes this, Alex will almost have to do the hitting himself to blast his way out of this end.
Line's good.
And will give Raju a distinct advantage. in the back half.
Straight, 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 straight. Straight.
Sweepers are calling back four, so Raju's going to try and take this one around his two. It does rub off, but ends up just back four. Alex making a small adjustment to the rocks. Looks like one of them got kicked at some point.
My first thoughts, Bess. They'll fix it. How much of this can you see? Cool. That's fine. Like, you can easily make it with half. Let's go half. Yep. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Curl. 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 Gotta curl hard. Hard right. Yes. Hard right. Hard every inch. Go. Go, bud. Up. Okay. Better.
Are we still two?
Good three.
Watching both games.
Nice shot there from Laura. Changes some of the angles, gets one of the reds in, but sounds like, and from the looks of it, Team Raju is still sitting three. So Raju calling for another draw here, just around the intern side. Top eight's great here, puts a little more pressure, makes those runs from Alex just that much more difficult.
This rock. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Hurry up, bets. Go. Whoa.
I'll be outside.
Weight here is really good. Hung just a little more than they wanted to, but does finish up kind of in line with those rocks that they wanted to. So Alex looking at basically playing a draw tap, probably back eight to back line weight, and try and punch that red in the 12-foot into the pocket of rocks in the 4-foot. If he gets by the red guard tight, they should be good.
Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Curl. 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 Curl hard.
He's got Ryan on it to curl.
Hard curl. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's going to hit a little thinner than he wanted, but it does kind of spin up. Ooh, and then almost button hooks at the end.
Red three. Or maybe two.
Team Raju is definitely two. Taking a look to see who's third. Definitely two. With subs last, Raju's going to have her try and make this draw to the top four, lock one into that same pocket that Alex was trying to get into, and make things difficult for Alex. I will say that on that last rock from Laura, it did poke that yellow out a little bit, which gives Alex some options in terms of moving some of these yellows in the 4-foot. This one from subs a little wide and a little heavy, so they're going to go ahead and take it back. Good enough, it looks like, to be third shot right now, but leaves Alex with the same pocket to draw to, unfortunately. I think that same line would have been okay if it was about 4 feet shorter in the 8-foot and takes away this draw from Alex, but as it is, he's got a couple of different pockets he can sit in and cut Team Raju down here. Apologize, I've lost track of the YouTube chat. It's gotten very prolific. Line's looking really good here. A lot of back and forth on the sweeping. Ticks the red, it looks like, spins in. It is one yellow, and that last one from Alex is definitely second shot now. Raju's got some options here. The question is, what does he play on his first? I think, personally, I like the drawdown. If you just sit right on the nose or a hair low side of that red that Alex just threw, might give you an option on your last, depending on what Alex does with his. You want to be careful here that you don't hang this one with a little bit of weight, because that could take away the end from Raju very quickly. Call there was a guard. I think with the weight, if the weight was good, I think I might have considered taking that in, making it a little bit tighter, but it does the job for what they need. Now the question is Alex going to make a play on that in-turn side? Or does he leave that for Raju? And we will get our first time out of the game here. Team Leichter calling out their timeout. They do not have a coach this week, so this is just a little extra time to talk about it among themselves. Not wear out their clock so much. It's kind of a sticky situation.
It's really just guard this side for the force, so I can try to get aggressive. He just happened. It just happened. And it always bounces. So I don't mind. I like this or guarding this. I like both. No, I'm going to look at this one. And then that's the sheet if I slip.
So they discussed a few different things here. One notion was playing hack weight, just sneaking around the guard that Raju just threw, trying to catch as much of the red as you could and leave yourself sitting one. Looks like that was the initial call, but when he got down, he realized that red rock is overburied by over half a rock. So rather than do that, he's going to go ahead, it looks like, and guard the in-turn side where Raju, in theory, has a potential slash for two. This one got way out there and kind of hung on the wings a little bit, so that same slash is still there. You'd have to play it with the out turn, but that's what Raju is looking at. Now, Subs is looking at it, but looks like they're going to just throw the out turn and probably throw this one away, I would imagine. not risk the slash. The slash could give red one if it wasn't made properly. So given that they're sitting one currently, they'll mitigate their risk. And with that, Team Raju gets one. And Team Leichter will have hammer in the 7th, down one. While we have the break, we'll update everybody on the other sheets. On sheet D, Team Workin stole one in the 6th, so that gives them a 5-4 lead. Team Kislik has hammer in the 7th. And on sheet A, Team Topkin also stole one in the 6th, which cuts into the Team Roth lead a little bit, but it is still 7-4 Team Roth with hammer in the 7th. Megan Armstrong with the center guard attempt. Very well made. About a 2.5. So Alex is going to call the corner guard for his team. This one just a little light out of hand. Does not quite get to the hog line despite the sweeper's best efforts. Alex is checking the rock now just to make sure there's not something underneath that. Megan here attempting to draw around. Raju's indicating it's a little bit tight and sweepers are on it early.
Hard line.
This one looking quite a bit lighter than her first, so Raju is going to opt for another guard here. 2 guards splitting center line.
I'm thinking here now.
Alex knowing that he can't afford to be too patient in this end. Blank is always better than 1 or a steal, so he's going to go ahead and draw around these center guards. Solid weight there, but just kind of hung out a little bit, didn't really bury, so Raju's going to try and play the hit and roll under. This could leave yellow top 4, if it's rolled well, fully buried. Put quite a bit of pressure on the team from the East Coast.
Megan.
This hit's definitely a little wide, though. Not going to roll in, just hoping to get a piece of the red. Does make contact, and with that weight manages to kill it. But this will give Ryan a chance to make the draw fully buried. Sweeper's calling a 5 or a 4 out of hand. Alex is going to come and help out. Definitely still plenty wide, so trying to work this one over. Great sweep. Team's able to get it top 4.
No.
Fully buried.
On this side? No. Yeah.
Raju going to have David Betts just draw down to it for now. Try and corner on it. Give him a chance to take a crack at it later, hopefully.
That's good. That's good. Whoa. Start him, roll. That's good.
Calls a little wide out of hand. Sweeper's calling back 4. Alex is going to go on this, but only gets it as far as the back 12. So, still in play. Having Ryan throw the same draw he just made again.
Well, they're 1-2 right now. Just let T wait. Nicole's rock. Nicole's rock. Are we deeper than it? Are you sure? Nicole to finish it. Nicole, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Great pair, bud.
Great shot from Ryan Alessi there. Basically corners on his red, which is what Raju was trying to do on his previous rock.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard.
I like pass.
This seems really hard. I can barely see it.
Then let's try and come here. I mean, here's fine too.
Raju looking at the draw around or kind of like the hack weight bump. Subs did not like the hack weight bump because of how buried that rock is, so electing for the draw around. Raju noting that if it's top 8 and just kind of corners on it, that's also not terrible. Gives him something to remove those rocks later.
Lot of room. Where is it? That's good. Yep, then go. Girl, go. You can get it here. Yes! Girl. Both you go. Both of you go. All the way. All the way. All the way.
Finishes just top 12, kind of on the line they were looking for, so usable for sure. Alex is going to go ahead and see if he can get Laura to draw one around. Definitely been a few moments today where the communication from the person in the house to the sweepers has been a little bit strained, whether it's loud out there or just for teams that haven't played together a bunch, it can be a little bit difficult. So this one from Laura Halsey, a little heavy, and it's just going to slide right through.
D-line. I don't know with it, but I think if you come here, it'd be
Raju looking for the draw around again, and with that yellow kind of hanging where it is,
I like coming here.
gives her a little more space to work with. This one's also a little bit wide, it looks like.
Go for distance. Straight for distance. Make it go. Make it go.
Wade ends up top 4, which is pretty good, but hanging wide open. Alex is going to play the hit and roll here, have a chance to put 3 in the top 4, and has a good end going. Pull Aaron on it to try and curl it in. Just hangs right there, ends up nosing that yellow. And this is going to leave Raju a chance. There's a triple there for sure. For those that are on the YouTube chat, I apologize. I get a little deranged as the game goes on. Raju here looks to be just playing the straight hit and roll rather than the triple. Sweepers have been on it the whole way. He ticks the red, but ends up just sliding through and out. That couldn't have been more than hack weight there. Alex recognizes that Raju still has the in-turn draw, but knows that that shot is likely quite a bit harder than the in-off that's left, so he's going to try and plug the hole there, sit 4, just half in the 8 foot here, edge on edge with his red. Make Raju make a decision. Does he throw a bunch of weight and try and kill as many reds as he can, or does he make that draw? Rock is on his way. Ryan's cleaning it, so it must be somewhat close. All right, full 8. Over curled a touch from, I think, what he wanted. It does the job, at least, of taking away the hit and roll. So from that perspective, Raju won't have a hit and roll in necessarily like he had on his last. So he can try and kind of throw a bunch of weight in there and move those reds. He still has the yellow run, which although, you know, you never want to make it more complicated than you could, that yellow run could be your best chance of at least killing 3 of the reds and making Alex's next shot a little bit harder. Looks like there's 2 different ways to make a triple here, just what he decides. Looks like we're running the yellow as the final call here.
Like this size?
Yeah, 9.
No, more than that. Or,
I think you're trying to hit this just a hair on the high side. Sounds like the call was firm. Should be about 8 seconds.
whoa,
A little bit of a back set on the release.
whoa, whoa, curl. Whoa. Curl, curl.
Okay, so they kill one of the reds, but red is still sitting 2. Alex is going to elect to throw the in-turn draw. He's got to get just a little better, about 2 inches better than full 8 for a third shot. Rock is on its way. Sweepers are again cleaning. Sweepers are now off of it as it cruises in. Subs is in position. And is able, looks like maybe just enough. We'll see. The camera angles are a little skewed, so it's hard to tell. Definitely 2 red. They're going to look closely for the third. And they're kicking the rocks, so I'm going to assume it's 2 red based on the call that subs gave. Checking around the rings really quickly. The beer is definitely working on sheet D. Evan Workin and his team stole another 2 in the 7th end and are now up 7-4 on Derek Kislick's team out of Colorado. Kislick does have hammer in the 8th, but is down 3. On sheet A, Team Tobkin managed to steal another one in 7, and so it is Roth with hammer in 8, but now they are only up 2, 7-5. So still scoreboard-wise, a fine position for Team Roth, but Team Tobkin at least out there making it interesting. Jordan Brown throwing a hit, so most of you were able to hear Evan with the sweep call. Ben Clark seems mortally offended that that was just 2. Definitely a chance for 4. And Tim, to your point, yes, I think you should send a Venmo request to Evan for superior coaching advice. So, up one without hammer. Alex asks Nicole to throw a center guard, and she makes quite a peach. 3 guard right on the center line. So Raju will have Megan Armstrong come around.
Yep.
And away we go.
Keep going. Keep going. Whoa, whoa. Stop. Whoa, whoa,
Look at this. You good with that? Like this, you like a guard. I like this. Five.
Rock checks up as a guard, so Alex with the stagger now is going to call the draw around. Just a touch heavy, really good line. Raju's able to sweep that to the back 12.
Still wrap around and we're chasing.
Still a pretty good scoring area. Having Megan throw the in turn this time. Sorry, Megan's out turn. I forget she's lefty. Subs indicating this one's also heavy. David indicating it is coming down a little bit. This one actually overcurls, just peeks out the other side a little bit. It is back button.
Which way do you like better? I get this way.
Alex gonna have Ryan just follow that one down, same turn.
Stay close. There's came down a lot. Mine's good. Lowers off. Lowers off. Lower to free. That's what they're for, but it's lower some. Yeah, you can.
This one just a touch heavy once again. Rubs the yellow, but spins to the back forefoot. So yellow is sitting 1. Raju with a chance.
Come this way or this way?
Have David Betts with a draw here.
Natural this way.
2 different ways to throw it. He's throwing the out turn this time. A little bit different from the last couple of rocks. So make this one good. Alex is going to have a tough time removing it.
Whoa, a lot of room, lot of room. Whoa, needs to call.
Indication is it's a little wide early, but definitely moving.
Yep. Yep, line's getting better. Line's really good. All the way subs. Straight.
Good line, just checks up a hair. This gives Alex a chance to have Ryan throw the exact same shot. Draw on the other side. The stagger up front is definitely favoring Team Leichter right now without hammer. This one quite a bit lighter than Ryan's last. Good sweep, but it just rubs one of the guards and finishes just biting the top 12.
Finish it enough this way. Yeah.
Brian Brown's trying to coax me using the telestrator, and I don't know what to do with my hands, so. Now Brian Brown is using the telestrator on my behalf.
That's good. Looks tight. Yep. Switch.
Ready intern draw here from David Betts. Again, just coming up a little bit light. Oh. Must have been a burned rock. They ended up pulling it.
Any finish is enough. You can make it both ways. Right? I agree. Yeah.
Alex recognizing that that pin is still available if they can grab it. You can make it pretty much either way, he's indicating, just based on how much curl they have out here, which is impressive given the rocks in the top 12, but the shot is definitely there.
Sounds good. Easy. Easy line. There. It looks heavy. Got it curled, but it looks
This one hanging just a hair on that line.
heavy. Stay close. Curl.
Weight was actually pretty good, just back tee, but did not move nearly enough to get the shot they wanted. Raju's going to have subs play a draw with her first. He used the red rock that was just thrown as backing if needed.
Line's good. Oh, looks heavy. Bad.
This one's a hair up. Raju calling for David to curl it. Ends up being about space weight. Unfortunately, it's left the in-off and even a double opportunity for Team Leichter here. And we have a final over on sheet D, based on the fact that not all the rocks got thrown. I'm going to assume Team Workin pulled out the win there. Tim, you deserve all the credit. Laura's hit and roll attempt ends up wide and just flashes by on the outside.
Yeah. Just board.
So Raju trying to play the same shot that Alex just called. Little hit and roll in.
Bend. Whoa. Straight.
This one also a little wide. Kind of caught in between on the plan B. Does end up rolling the shooter to the edge of the 8-foot, which makes this roll in double opportunity a little bit harder. But still leaves that same shot there for Alex here on his. Rock is on its way. Definitely keeping the weight down, trying to manage that line. Gets the roll in, punches the yellow off the back of the button, and red is now sitting 2. Great shot from Alex Leichter. Now Raju, with 2 rocks to go, is in a bit of a pickle here just to get 1, much less 2. That red that Alex just rolled is not going to go anywhere because it's got catchers on both sides.
We knows that we're out counting the back one, right? Yeah.
So Raju's going to try and run his yellow in the top 12 and stick it right on the reds there, which will probably leave red shot for now, but will give him a shot on his last.
All we have to do is nose hit.
He needs to hit as much as he can possibly see of this one to not run it over the top.
Yup. Whoa. Yup. Whoa. Yes, yes, yes. Hard. Hard.
And he makes it. It does spin off a little bit. And as predicted, red is still shot, but there are multiple ways now for Raju to get his point here. So really, really, really good shot. Great sweep call. Great sweep. Good team effort there.
I'm thinking, you know, but no, I think I hear you. No, I'm not saying you're basically going.
While Alex talks about this, we do have another final on sheet A. Again, it looks like Team Roth did pull it out in the end. Yes, it looks like they scored 1 in the 8th to win 8-5. So now our feature game is the last game on the ice. Alex has a few options here. I'm assuming, based on this broom, he's trying to sneak one in through that port into the 4-foot. Rock is on its way. This one is going to overcurl, taps the red guard, clogs the hole that was there, but leaves Raju with the same slash in the 12-foot, slightly different line than he just played, but conceptually the same shot. And this would be for the win. Team Raju has called their timeout. They do have a coach, Edie Hazard, of notable fame and Scottish descent. She is coming out to weigh in and comment, but I think this is definitely, I think they know what they want to play. It's just more about making sure they have the right weight and line and plenty of time to do it. All right, so it looks to be about a half rock, pretty natural. Should stuff it right on the red. Raju is traditionally defaulted to somewhere between a 9, 5, and a 10 for shots like this. Based on the broom, I'm hoping this one's the 9, closer to the 9. And this one is already over curling. He's going to clip that red guard. And no harm, no foul, but that is a win for Team Leichter. With the steal of 1, they get the 5-3 finish over Team Raju. For all those at home, thanks for joining. This was the last draw today. The athletes have their social tonight, so there will be no draw tonight. But hopefully we'll see all of you back here for 9 a.m. tomorrow. We've got 3 draws tomorrow, all times Mountain Time, Standard Time. And then on Saturday, I believe there is 1 draw Saturday morning at 9 a.m. before the playoffs start at 2 p.m. So keep tuning in here on DCC's YouTube channel for the rest of the weekend. And once again, thank you, everybody. Have a good one.